we should be streaming.
Alright, so, hello there. Hello everyone. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. When last we left off, a lot of stuff was happening. So we did manage to squeak through dealing with Emperor Zul and all of the other Warriors of Darkness, and managed to destroy the anti-spiral as well, so that's a pretty good thing. Took care of another couple of threats to humanity. Then we found out that Leon Mishima of the Frontier Fleet was planning a stupid operation to go and get rid of all the Vajra. It didn't go well.
Oh, it's back to being the 00 still.
It'll go back to being Razor here. So we set off to go and get rid of the Vajra, only to find out that, yeah, they had dragged Ranka over to their side, were using a giant hologram of her to manipulate the Vajra, and that was revealed to be, in fact, the Battle Galaxy, the flagship of the Galaxy Fleet, one of the Macross Frontier's cousin fleets. So we're fighting against a bunch of crazy people there. Crazy cyborgs. And then Ribbon's group showed up, because the Innovators weren't just going to sit by, they were going to take advantage of this attempt to try and get rid of us. And so that's kind of where we left off. As Saji ran off trying to rescue Luis, that does not seem to be going well. And Grace O'Connor is nowhere to be seen. We're trying to rescue Ranka, and yeah. The Amachav appeared, the Vajra Queen's going to have appeared, and the Celestial Being itself, the mothership of Ribbon's Allmark, it has made its appearance.
Oh, that's actually a thing? I honestly thought that was just you speaking poorly for a little bit.
No. Yes, the name of Ribbon's home base is a giant colony ship called the Celestial Being.
Okay.
Yes. Although I don't know if it was named for the organization or if the organization was named for it. It is, in fact, one of the key parts of Julius Schoenberg's plan. That, you know, when humanity finally reaches the point that they will be able to all innovate, that everyone will be able to understand each other through quantum brainwaves, at that point in time we'll be able to go out and colonize other galaxies. And so he has this giant asteroid-sized colony ship for transporting to other galaxies. Or at least other solar systems. Could be either. But anyways, yeah. And it's equipped with literally everything you could ever need, including mobile suit production factories.
Oh no.
Which is going to be especially bad because of what Ribbons is going to do with them here. So, with all that explanation out of the way, it's time to get started on one of the final chapters of the game, 50 out of 60. Innovation. What's happening? Why is Ribbon still alive? I was sure I killed him. Hello. Calm down, Rajeta. He's... Hello, Representative Elgin. Let's see. Oh, come on, Representative Elgin Roddick. After all, an observer such as you shouldn't try and interfere with things here. Ribbons? I've already regained control of this ship here. Impossible. How are you still alive? My mind is directly connected to Veda. After all, this body is nothing more than a simple vessel for me. Something like that is... After all, I thought I'd told you. I can do the things that you cannot. I am a superior species to you. Allow me to thank you for awakening Elgin Roddick here in advance. But this is the end for you, Regen. I shall not allow someone like you, who has turned against me, to see the new world.
You okay there, Tom?
Friends! Farewell, Regen. Let's see. Neither you nor that Mishima knew how to rein in your ambition, and so you shall ultimately perish. Ribbons Allmark. Hello, Hello, Elgin. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reach the truth of the Chrono H myself. However, I have understood that that's something that will be necessary in order to fix this world. And so you're asking one of Julius Schoenberg's oldest friends, me, about it, All I did was simply clean up a couple of interlopers beforehand. After all, to both you and me, they're fated figures, are they not? ZEXIS. They're quite impressive. To think that the people you chose like that would come this far. However, my victory cannot be shaken, so long as I have this ship, the celestial being. From here on out, I shall take command of the entire battlefield from this bridge. Let's see. Colony type. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a word for that. Outside of the solar system, single word. There we go. Colony type interstellar mothership. Celestial being. Let's see. What is your first line, Ribbons? Kogaku? I'll go ahead and remove the optical camouflage here now. After all, since they're desperate to reclaim Vajra, I'm certain they'll wind up attacking me here. And then they shall learn the overwhelming might of the power that I possess. So you think you've already become the savior of humanity? I don't think I have. I have become the savior. After all, once ZEXIS has disappeared, humanity will have lost all their leaders, and it shall be my time to shine. Making use of that system that Grace O'Connor's set in place. Do you think that will be enough that will be carrying out Yulia's will? Understanding each other. What a beautiful phrase that is. However, that is but an unreachable dream. And so, I shall use that system to achieve it by force. Just like Emperor Charles. Well then, why don't you sit back and watch this as well? This battle that shall decide the fate of humanity. It's time to put to the test once and for all. Which of us is truly the successor to Julius Schoenberg's plan? Chapter 58. Innovation. Yeah, things don't exactly look good, so.
No.
And that's a really weird bit of positioning for your ships.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you. That is incredibly weird.
But at least we have a good few units auto-deployed.
Yeah, I think I'll take the DX this time.
So the wing's deployed, the double O's deployed, the Cervi's deployed, the Nirvash and Terminus are deployed.
And Firebomber.
Yes, Alto and Basara are deployed.
Right. I'm deploying a completely and utterly unupgraded unit.
Ignoring all sphere reactors.
Well, most of them actually are kind of crap. What the?
What?
I'm gonna take DX out in favor of,
Virgola, the Gunleon?
Yeah, Gunleon's better overall. Look at this!
Yeah. It is a weird spread.
What is this?
There's gotta be some reason for it, but...
No, really, what is this? I'm confused.
It is a very weird setup. And who knows where any of your deployed units are going to be. Well, the other thing you have to think about is the fact that in canon here, you're literally just running straight from one battle to the next, so...
This is the only unit... I'm having this out here because it gets a new attack here.
Yep. And we aren't going to use it any other time. Alright. Alright, we've confirmed the Frontier Fleet has been able to escape. While the Vajra and Amach have been fighting against each other, we've been able to resupply our machines. Wait a minute. We're detecting a source of optical camouflage off the bow.
Yeah.
What is that? A colony-type interstellar or mothership, celestial being that Eolia Schoenberg envisioned 2 centuries before. For the sake of the coming species, and for the sake of those who would need to speak. The GN drives, Veda, the Innovators, and even the ship itself, are humanity's hope. That which will save humanity from annihilation. It truly is an arc, don't you think? Is that ship the Innovators? Where Ribbon's Allmark is? And Veda too. Ribbons. Do you intend to put an end to his fight here? He was aiming at us once we'd been worn out from the fight with the Vajra? As expected of the guy who's been ruling everything from the shadows. Although that, we should say former rulers from the shadows. After all, we've dealt with things, haven't we? How's the situation? Is Cheryl? Didn't you retreat with the rest of the fleet? My final concert hasn't ended yet. Cheryl, doing anything more than this would be... I'm sorry, Lady Marina. To think you'd be dragged out this far with me. But I'm still not done.
Lieutenant Cathy, get Cheryl in a seat.
But, Captain...
After all, she's someone who's got the same will as us here.
Thank you, Captain. And Alto and Ranka are...
And Sinalto's inside the Battle Galaxy attempting to rescue Ranka Lee right now.
What are you doing? Hurry, Alto. Ah, damn it!
With those Vajra and the Amach here, it's a 3-way battle.
That's... Did the Amach understand humanity? But... It's exactly as that spy robot senses. Thanks to the foolish of humanity, the Amach have completely lost interest in them. Silence, Ribbons! You feel it too, don't you, Amuro? The sorrow and rage that are dominating this space. This is the result of that.
Saji?
Luis? She with you in the O-Riser? She's not breathing. Luis is already... That's gotta be a lie, right?
Haro, prepare for docking.
Understood. How unfortunate that Louise Harvey was. Even though she was supposed to become humanity's very first innovator.
Ribbons, you really were the one who was pushing her, weren't you?
Please don't disgrace my name like that. All I did was give her a little push. Nudge.
How long do you intend to keep this up? Lieutenant Amuro, taking that man down is my job.
How cocky you are, Setsuna F. Do you really not understand even after seeing this? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Got more enemies approaching from the Innovator ship! They're launching new models even here? Those units. Those aren't for any sort of normal fight.
Watch out. Those are most likely suicide bombers.
son? Well spotted, ZEXIS.
So you've shown yourself, Innovators.
This Skug has been equipped with your Gundam skills. It's capable of using Transam.
What?
Let's just see how this... After all, we've got the same sort of equipment, don't we? Isn't it obvious we'd have Transam as well? All you need to do... It's time for you to die thanks to your own technology.
I can't let the power Ilya Schoenberg entrusted to us be used by someone like that. Saji! You're that Saji guy! How dare you! Andre! It's all because of you, the lieutenant! Do you see that, Amuro? After all, people understanding each other is nothing more than a dream. And so that's why I am necessary. Someone to lead humanity and guide them throughout it all. Shut it, you bastard! Holland? Get back! You can't do anything on your own!
Looks like we've drawn out one idiot. The fact that humans wind up moving on their emotions like that's their greatest failing, isn't it?
Gah! It's impossible, Holland! Listen to me, Innovators. Those are much! I'm the worst kind of scum. The kind of guy who tried to drag everyone else down with his displeasure. But even so, I've changed! Thanks to all these people here who helped me out all the time. So that's why I'm fighting. For the sake of those who love me and who I love back, I won't let any other scum do as they like. Holland, that guy, to think he's willing to throw away what little life he has left? He isn't the only one who's betting his life on this. We know Miss Sumeragi. He charged straight through to the battleship in order to prevent those attacks.
Let's see. Our target is the enemy mothership's battleship docks.
We'll break through with Transam in a single go!
The Ptolemy 2 is intruded into the enemy's battleship.
All units, support it! Until Celestial Being comes back, keep the battle lines from collapsing!
You know, it makes perfect sense, but the idea of a battleship charging inside of a colony ship...
Yeah.
The Vajra, the Image, us and you. This truly is a fight with humanity's future staked on it.
No, this is no good. At this rate. But what should we do? Ptolemy 2, hangar. They just smashed her in.
So the invaders have said stuff to Terry and take us out.
Automatons! They've got a bunch of automaton troops at us. It'll be fine, Mulan. After all, Rasa, Ian, and Anu have headed out to take him down. Alright, Felton Milena. We just need to take care of intruding into their network through the bridge and locating Veta. Understood! I'm heading out to the hangar in order to take on the rest of the enemies. Hurry. Yes. I'm guessing that's, bulkhead. The outer wall.
Outer wall is one of the known rooms.
Yeah, sure. The outer wall. They breached the outer wall?
It's been a while, Cujo. Billy? Why are you here? Throw away your weapons and surrender. Or are you going to shoot me here?
No.
Would you want me to shoot you here? Why are you? Do you not understand? I'm here in order to finally take back peace. Your existence is unnecessary in the world that the Innovators are going to create. So you're just accepting their control? After all, accepting the rule of someone who's stronger than you is the most appropriate method, is it not? After all, well, they were created specifically in order to guide humanity, weren't they? There's nothing we can do to go against them. But after all, they were created specifically for this. Isn't it ideal? You're just going to lose your freedom like that. A perfect freedom leads to moral troubles. The only thing that lies beyond absolute freedom is nothing but destruction. Inside the future and the structured society they'll create, people will be allowed a specified amount of freedom. You don't need to worry about anyone else. Everything will be taken care of. Isn't that peace? Something like that is. Are you going to shoot me with that gun? After all, you stole everything from me. My family, my love, and this time are you going to steal my life? No, Billy. I don't intend to listen to any of your excuses. I saw everything in the Zero system. You alone, I won't forgive. You toyed with my feelings.
Who let him have access to the Zero system?
The Zero system? Why would you know about that? It was equipped on Heroes Gundam. The people who've been causing wars and spreading them further. You're the only ones who've been causing the wars here. How can you not understand that surrendering to the individuals will end these wars? And by surrendering to them, we'll finally be able to have that ideal peace. Unless you create the future yourself, there won't be any meaning to it. Unless we're able to atone for all the sins we've had in the past, we won't really have a future. And so that's why we fight. How unfortunate, Kujo. So we really can't understand each other. Billy! Poor Billy Katagiri. Yeah, things are not going well. Holland! Eureka! The Yamato and the Vajra, even the individual weapons are heading this way. The distortions we create are spreading further. And the world, everyone is... How dare you do that to the ensign! Luis. Something like that. Setsuna?
Innovator.
I still won't let that happen! Quantum burst. This light is... Luis? Are you okay? Saji, don't say anything. I understand everything. Is it because of this light? But the fact that you came back, and everything about you, I understand it all. But it's fine. Just so long as you're okay. Hey, what is this warm light? It feels like even my heart is melting into it. It's Setsuna. That quiet, yet grouchy-looking guy? The light of his heart. This is the light that'll illuminate the future. Lieutenant Pyrrhus? I can't forgive you for killing the captain. But even so... Well, if you wind up hating yourself for this eternally, and continuing that cycle of hatred, I'm certain the captain wouldn't be happy either. Silence! You traitor! How could you? Why would you kill your real father, the captain? That man betrayed the military! Is it obvious for someone who followed them? Someone who destroyed this false peace. The captain isn't the kind of person who would do that. No. He's a bastard who killed my mother, who let my mother die! As if I could believe that! Why didn't you try to understand him? That guy, he never said anything! He didn't make excuses! He didn't apologize! There's no way I could could understand what I was feeling. And so I killed him! But if you wanted to be understood, then why didn't you try to make the captain understand you? I'm certain that he was thinking of you the whole time. But then, why at that time, why didn't he say anything? If he didn't say anything, how could I have understood? If he didn't say... Andre? Captain. It looks like he's going to be able to face up to his own feelings here. And it looks like I will as well. So, Pierce, once this fight has ended, I'll go back to being Mary. Well, that's something you'll need to decide at that time. After all, regardless of who may be in control, you're still you, aren't you? Thank you, Alleluia.
Setsuna may be the ideal Newtype.
Setsuna? Kujo? Did I just hear your voice? Billy, I'll be sure to put it into words here. I'm sorry, Billy. Even though I knew how you felt about me, I took advantage of that. Stop it! That isn't it! For the sake of this peace, I decided I would keep fighting. But you... I always... Even though I always liked you, Billy... Awesome! That overwhelming soul of his is being pushed out to everyone here! This is... Let's see. The will and feelings of everyone in this battlefield are being pushed out and expanding thanks to the GN particles? Suzaku. I think I've understood it here. Everything that you've been feeling in that heart of yours. I feel the same. Zero. Suzaku. What the hell's happening here? All of that pain spraying through my body feels like it's a complete lie. It's almost as if every cell in my body's been completely reborn. What's wrong, Cheryl? I don't know, but my stomach feels hot. And that pain that's been running through my head has completely disappeared. Don't tell me. That light from those GN particles is... Yeah. Looks like the Amatsu decided to trust us again. We are able to understand each other. No matter what mistakes we may make, we'll be able to live up to them. That's right. In order to create a new world, in order to create the future, we'll change! The quantum brainwaves are going crazy! If we had that Gundam, then even we'd be able to! That isn't it. Regetta? Only a pure-blooded innovator's brainwaves would be able to activate the twin drive. It's because he's a pure-blood that this GN particles are spreading out and accelerating to reach so many people's consciousnesses. So you have achieved perfect evolution, Setsuna Saisei. Setsuna. So it looks like he's finally opened the door. You truly are a true innovator. Louise Harvey is... She's fine. She started breathing again. She's asleep for now. But she looks like she'll be fine. I'll take responsibility for the ensign and get her to somewhere safe. I think I can trust you now. I'm counting on you. Protecting civilians is a military man's job. I'll be sure to keep her safe. Captain! And the Vajra and the area are currently being engaged by the Federation forces and the United Nations forces. Receiving communications from their captains. This is Captain Katie Mannequin of the Earth Federation forces. We're here to back you up. This is Captain of the Macross Quarter, Jeffrey Wilder. Thanks for the support. After all, those innovators who are manipulating everything from the shadows are an enemy of all of us. I pray for our success. Looks like the Federation's changing as well. So it looks like everything we've done hasn't been for nothing. All that's left now? Let's go, Setsuna, in order to put an end to this fight. Yeah. I won't accept you, Setsunev Saisei. As if someone like you could be a pure blood. Don't you think you can win against us in the Vajra? All units, be careful of those suicide weapons. It's highly likely they'll launch more of them. Our targets are the Innovators. Focus fire on them. Just wait, Luis. I'll definitely come back to you. ZEXIS. That's Setsunev Saisei. We're changing. Even if you aren't there to guide us. And we'll be sure to teach you that fact. With this battle! Destroy the Gadessa and the Galazzo. Don't let Setsuna, Hiro, Tiria, or Basara die. Within 3 turns, destroy both of the bosses.
30 minutes.
30 minutes of talk. But yeah, go ahead and go over to Setsuna.
First things first, you can't run away like that, so I guess I'll move you to a battleship later.
So, yes, Innovator is active. It should be. Yes, Innovator. At above 140 will, plus 20 hit, dodge, crit rates, and plus 10 SP per turn.
Nice.
So yeah. Innovating, very nice.
Okay, it didn't give a buff to anyone else.
As the theme is playing.
Is it Quantum Burst rather than...
No.
Aw.
It is Hakanaku Toa no Kanashimi, or whatever it is. Something like that. It is the 2nd season opening for 00.
Okay, so I can't let Hiro, Kiria, Basara, Setsuna...
Yeah.
Is that all?
That's all.
Alright, so you're free
After
to
all, you
die.
don't have Alto. And the Amach have been taken care of. So yes, you can technically... It's going to use a Trans-Am attack.
One of you's
He has
gotta
lock
have-
on.
Does he?
Yeah. 3rd one.
Say, one of you's gotta have it, right?
Too much believe in us. Well, it's because we showed them. Humans are incredible.
So that thing's just going to come at us with Trans-Am, so... We'll see what on earth those are.
Since it'll probably survive this. It might not.
No, I don't think you've upgraded the Nirvash enough that it'll be able to one-shot. But I could be wrong.
The Nirvash is surprisingly strong.
But yeah, it's definitely a weird thing. It doesn't have any legs. To be fair, for a space use unit, what use does a space unit have of legs?
Said the new Aziel, Zeong.
The Jurassies
Just
or
barely
whatever.
not.
Yes, and they have mass production Innovades
I was gonna
piloting
say,
them.
there's an actual pilot in there. Mass production Innovade.
Yes. Yes, and they self-destruct.
Cool.
Well, I mean, after all, what fear does an Innovade have of dying? I mean, just think about it.
It should have plenty.
Why?
Well, I mean... Okay, I have to see. How bad is hit chance? Alright, so...
It'll probably really hurt if you get hit, though.
Yeah, which is why I'm going to...
Focus, especially because you can pretty much focus every other turn.
Yeah. Question is, do I go for this, or...
Go for the Gen Sword.
Yeah. It's only slightly more expensive.
Yeah, if Photon Rays or Gutter Energy or something screwed up their downloading, well, I mean, they've still got older copies they can use.
Oh,
Damage
right!
Damage to the unit has exceeded limits.
These all have GN drives.
Yes. Well, solar furnaces. GM drive, solar furnace, something like that.
Oh.
Recover 50
I'm
SP.
disappointed in you.
You're disappointed he doesn't have love?
I'm especially disappointed he doesn't have love, because that means there's no accelerate anywhere on him.
Oh well.
And now he's in there, so he's probably fine now.
Well, we'll see. And let's see.
Hiding the Dragon's Eye.
Hakanaku mo Toa no Kanashi. That is the name of this song. Yeah, I don't know why Fafner's not been in too many Super Robot games, because it keeps on getting sequels.
Too many sequels, one might say.
Nah, I don't know about that, but yes. It's also, one of the other things you could say about it is that, it's a serious case. It has a serious case of seed face syndrome.
Yes.
Very serious. I just always wonder every time I see any of that art designer's stuff, why is it that all the guys have the same faces? All teenage guys look exactly the same. However, if you are a guy with a beard, an older guy,
there we go.
You're practically, there's nothing that can tell that you're the same art designer. But every teenage protagonist has pretty much the same face. Seed has it, Heroic Age has it, Fafner has it. Just why? Are you incapable of making more than one teenage face, sir?
I believe the answer is yes.
It is sad. Yeah. Having a mobile island as a battleship, that does sound like it would be pretty cool. And sound like it would, have a brilliant reason for, repairs to be instantly completed because you've got an entire island working on fixing things up. I do have to say, though, that the fact that the sub from Full Metal Panic turns into a spaceship... All I can say is, does that actually happen in the series? Because
I could see it happening. At least in Fumafu.
No, not in Fumafu. No, it's too serious. Going up into space is a bit serious for that, I'd say.
Can you not see a form coma thing in Fumafu going, we're going to space?
No, I cannot. Not personally, at least.
I've only watched 3 episodes of Fumafu.
Oof.
And only, 4 of the real one.
Yes, I don't know, I've tried watching Full Metal Panic multiple times, and it's always failed to grab me somehow. I can't explain what it is or why, but I watch it, I watch a few episodes, and then I just completely forget about it. Which is weird, because I like the Arbalest's design a fair bit. And I like the Levitine's design quite a bit as well, but I just don't know what it is about Full Metal Panic. There's something about it that just doesn't work right for me. Instinct and then... Focus, then instinct. Full boost attack. Tahoe. I'll find out this life of mine goes out. For the sake of the future, I swear to you. Alright, Terminus, show what you can do.
Missiles. Missiles for days. Solid point booster.
Is that what the SP booster stands for?
Pretty sure. I can't find any actual answers, but...
After all, the movies weren't exceptionally well regarded. Damage to unit has exceeded limits. They speak just so robotically about it.
Great Don Guile.
No clue what that is. Gonna launch just missiles? Yes, you have an attack that is just missile.
I'm expecting this one to die. I'm expecting the...
Holland to die, so...
Yeah.
Just go ahead and burn everything. I don't have any intention of holding back.
The missiles have vernier for units.
Operation failed. Get underway.
What better way is there to make a sequel to a Super Robot series than call it Great?
Well, I mean, the blueprint's been there since Great Mazinger. So.
Ore wa Great Mazinger.
Amongst other things, I'll remind you, you have plenty of Vajra you can go to town on with Basara, but...
True, there are a fair amount.
But yes, either one. You can go buff Ozma to hyper levels, or you can blast a bunch of Vajra.
I think their wills will be buffed too high soon.
My friend's map.
I don't have high enough will to do either of those. Alright, so my friends it is.
My friends.
Oh my.
That is a very short-lived series. 3 episodes and then 1 season. Yeah, that's not long-lived.
Not at all.
One will too low. Should have buffed Basar's will. That is sad. Oh well. Time to rocket punch some stupid Gagas. Because yes, those units are called Gagas.
Okay.
Much like all of the names in
Double O.
Double O.
Who approved this?
But this one is, you know, an in-universe example of what the hell is wrong with Ribbons Allmark's naming sense.
The man's name is Ribbons Allmark.
I mean, I don't think he chose that name for himself, but I could be wrong about that.
Would you really put it past him?
No. I would not put it past him for that being the name he chose for himself. Because he's Ribbons Allmark. And what else can be said about him? So that series has been in 3 games, actually.
Just not the great version. Is that one in... what's it called? The really weird Wii one? I showed you the really weird Wii one, right?
Yes, you did show me the Wii one that's radial movement and pretty much all kiddie series or the like. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that at all, but...
All super robots. There's not a single real robot in here. No, G Gundam does not count as a real robot.
Well, I mean, most of the time it doesn't.
It tries to be a super all the time.
Okay, check and see if he's got his attack added yet. I don't think so, but... No, he does not.
I was gonna say, I expect that he'll have his attack added,
When Alto shows back up. Kitty series and new Getter Robo. Because you can't ignore Getter Robo, can you?
New Getter Robo, though.
Even so, Getter Robo, even on its most child-friendly day, is not a kid's series in any way, shape, or form.
What about Shin Getter versus Neo Getter, where they have Happy Ryoma who saved children and doesn't have a maniacal smile?
I do not know anything about that, but just the very idea of that sounds wrong to me. Pain Shelter.
Sure, why not?
We've only seen this once before.
He saves a bunch of children that are getting blown away by a hurricane by jumping into the air and grabbing them all, and then landing on the hood of a car. I'm sorry, landing in the hood of a car.
In the hood. Yeah, that sounds more right.
A bit too heavy.
Activate Magna Mode. I love the fact that he really does not seem to understand that it's called Magna Mode.
Apparently, the Shin Getter vs. Neo Getter Ryoma also kills a bunch of Dinosaur Empire soldiers that have SMGs. with his bare hands.
Well, considering that there have been multiple points in time... That there will be multiple points in time in Z3 where we have our troops take out, entire armies
Oh god.
with just themselves.
Ryoma's job in Z3-1.
Yes. For anyone who has not seen Z3, they take full advantage of the fact that you have so many high school age people amongst your cast and decide to move to a school setting for part of it. Said school setting is fairly quickly forgotten, but
I mean, it's like 20 chapters.
But yeah, you have everyone there at a school, and so you have some people where they come up with excuses for why they're there.
Ryoma.
You have all of, the actual high school students there. And then you have Ryoma, who shows up about 10 chapters in as he's been on a training journey around the world and has just finally come back to Japan here and is like, sure, I'll help you guys out with training. And Ryoma just shows up, and it turns out he's gotten a job as the school's assistant janitor.
Not even regular janitor.
Yes. Nagare Ryoma, school janitor.
It's great for dealing with all those pesky kids.
I think that the saddest thing may be the fact that he is not, in fact, the scariest person there, as the school janitor goes absolutely nuts when he finds out that people have killed and eaten his prized pet goldfish.
Well, to be fair, that's the one from Full Metal Panic, isn't it?
Yes. Quite possibly Fumofu as well, so... Yes, a janitor who could kill anyone who annoyed him. Probably. But yes, I do very much enjoy, however, the fact that absolutely everyone forgets that they are, in high school
still a battle phase.
and supposed to be doing stuff for school. So whenever they turn back up to school, they're like, hey, we've got homework for you guys and stuff, remember? And they're like, oh, come on, we're trying to save the world here and we have to deal with this now? They're launching more suicide troops? Do they really not have any end to what they've got? If it's a battle of attrition, then we'll be the ones to fall out first. I would just defend.
Yeah.
Because they, just blow themselves up when they hit. You have Flash. All they have in that game, all they have in the Wii game is just the God Gundam?
Yes, none of the other G Gundam units. Just the God Gundam.
That sucks. I mean,
He acts as a mentor to all the other people.
But I mean, if you're going to go ahead and include G Gundam, you should take full advantage of the wackiness of that.
I mean, I
You should have turned that on. We haven't seen these guys attack. They're just ghosts, but still, they deserve something.
I could be wrong, but I think in T you only have Domon.
No,
Do you have all the rest?
you do have at least some, I believe.
I thought it was just a special attack that summoned all of them.
I shall check. But ouch. Let's see, T.
The Rising is the only one not in T. And I mean, it makes sense to kind of leave the Rising one out. Since that one is post-story and the Rising was destroyed at that point.
Yeah, I mean, Chapter 3, you get the Burning / God, and the Noble. Noble, Nobel, what's the difference? Ha ha ha.
Origin. Oh hey, he's aced.
At under 20% HP,
30% more damage.
that kind of sucks, but sure. Let's see.
No. This is a ghost.
And what was it trying to do?
It's like the full Danku cannon.
Yeah, Danku Cannon's not too terrible. Yes, Chapter 14. The Maxter, the Dragon, the Rose, and the Bolt show up.
What's your favorite of the G units?
And Master Asia, of course, is a...
Secret.
Well, that's hard to say what my favorite of the... I mean, of course I like the Shining Slash God as the protagonist unit. When it comes to his primary allies, I'd have to say that the Rose probably has my favorite design. But as an American, I cannot help but say that I love the stupidity of the Maxter.
Stupidity? What are you talking about? It rides a hoverboard!
Yes, because how the hell do you express
Americanism.
America in a single...
It's got
thing.
revolvers. It's got boxing.
It's a surfer boxer,
Footballer.
surfer boxing football player with cowboy revolvers. And its upgrade form gives it a cowboy hat and revolver cylinder shooters. Revolver cylinder shoulders.
I mean, really, it's the most violently American thing I've ever seen.
While being a horrible representation of America. It is a horrible representation of America while being a glorious representation of America. And I appreciate it for its unabashed attempt.
Does Shinji befriend Ryoma in Z3? He at least befriends Simone, or Simone befriends him.
Shinji gets along with a number of people, but...
Simone is his mentor.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that I remember the most from my playthrough of Shinji getting along with is... He gets along with some of the other younger members, but not the grade school members. And I particularly remember his unfortunate relationship with Jin, because that's an important plot point. Yes, he gets along very well with Jin from Aquarian Evil, who is unfortunately revealed to be an enemy spy and murdered.
That's certainly good for his mental state.
Yeah. Because, I mean, not enough happens to Shinji, don't you think?
Shinji has a nice, quiet, peaceful, happy life. In the Ikari Raising Project.
But only there.
No, not even there. He has a peaceful life.
Yes.
It's
Remember,
not
you're
quiet.
supposed to be taking out the bosses.
I know. This is still turn 1. Did you not remember that?
It is. It has been almost an hour.
This is turn 2 now. I'm pretty sure.
So,
Yes.
yeah, very long.
We're not doing multiple stages today.
We don't
I
even have
feel-
Alto back. We don't even have Alto back.
I feel pretty confident in saying we're not doing multiple stages today.
Yeah. Can Captain Quattro accelerate?
Yeah, he can accelerate. That's the wrong one, but probably doesn't hurt.
Just thinking, can he, like, accelerate over and punch one of them in the face? Not quite.
Well, I can punch one of them in the face, just not Moonlight Butterfly one of them in the face.
But the Moonlight Butterfly is the important thing.
Well, actually, I can go and Moonlight Butterfly them in the face.
Yeah.
Because he has this. Dialogue.
How unfortunate. Hit. If you'd only moved as Ribbons had wanted, yet we might have been allowed to let you live.
What?
But this is the end for all of you. Regret your foolishness as you die!
Ah, you fools.
What? This is a real thing? I thought that was a joke. I thought Girlfriend of Steel was a joke.
Large cannon. Gian Mega Launcher. It expands... The beam expands so much once it leaves the barrel.
You can't stop me with only that little. Just turn a turn.
I legitimately thought that was a joke.
Check the map. Nope.
Nope.
Not quite. Not quite enough to hit both. So I'll just go over and punch one of them with the Moonlight Butterfly. If you're gonna do that, put him directly adjacent to one. That way you can get the positioning bonus against them.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is. If you have 2 or more people directly adjacent.
But this is a better spot.
Go ahead. But yes, if you have 2 or more enemies or allies directly adjacent to what is being attacked, they will take more damage. Do you need hot blood? Yeah, hot blood should be enough. Enough to get rid of a lot of Vajra. Especially since you can hot blood each turn. Goodbye, Vajra. Have a nice trip. We'll see you again in some other galaxy. Remember to swap back.
Right.
Yes, because he has longer range, but no post-movement standard songs.
But this isn't the thing I have to worry about in Z3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can't transform.
Mm-hmm. 428. Yeah, I don't think that would be enough.
I'll go ahead and give it a shot, though. Seal.
Well, I mean, you always have to wonder what everyone plans for.
Is Seal real? No, really, is it real?
It's a good question, and probably depends on your continuity.
I genuinely don't know.
From what I've heard, they aren't supposed to exist, at least in the original series. But I could be misinformed, as most of my knowledge of the intricate later parts of Evangelion comes from my school anime, from the script of my school anime club's Eva the Musical. Highly amusing.
I thought you were going to mention it.
Yes. So, apologies in advance to anyone in Z3 when they expect in-depth knowledge on Eva, and I have very little to offer. I have not seen the series. I do not intend to watch the series. But yes,
I read the manga.
I know it's iconic and legendary, but I do not want to watch something that depressing.
I read the manga years ago, but from what I understand, it's completely and utterly different.
Come at me, humans! I'll be more than happy to play with you. We'll teach you the gap between you pitiful humans and us innovators.
Funny you should say that.
Yes, there's quite a gap.
About 15 spaces.
Not the gap I was thinking of, but okay, yeah. You're kind of right, at least.
Fly.
Towards endless evolution. You ought to be able to pull off a Stoner Sunshine. Yep, Stoner Sunshine.
Just barely.
You have Flash already applied. Hot Blood.
And this should probably be death.
I was going to say, so does that mean you want to apply Money Up?
Not really.
You're full of openings.
Money's not really a concern at this point.
I know it
Forgot to
isn't.
fill water bottles. Alright, I'll be back in like 30-40 seconds.
That might not even be time for the Stoner Sunshine to finish animating. Ryoma. Pretty much the strongest guy. How are they able to stand on even footing with an innovator? Your luck's only going this far. His power, it's fitting for us to be able to use it. This is the end. Yeah, no. Nice try, revival. But you cannot match the Getter's speed. F90, Sentinel, Crossbone. I would love to see Crossbone in more stuff, because I personally really like the Crossbone designs.
I want to see F91 in more stuff, but that's less likely to happen.
Yes, because Kincaid now is now dead. Right?
No, because Kincaid now is, Kincaid now. He's more likely to show up in Crossbone
How about
stuff.
Seabook Arno? Seabook Arno's VA is dead.
They can probably replace him.
Japan doesn't tend to do that much, though.
I think they already have once.
No, I'm pretty sure he was still alive for T. It's only just recently that he died. So we'll see. I mean, crazy things have happened.
That was more damage
They
than
replaced
expected.
Igor for Persona 5, and yet they didn't.
That is a wonderful example of Gah!
Yep. Hopefully all those suicide attack things should go away once you beat these guys. If you're able to get yourself over there somehow.
Why do you not have accelerate?
Because it was deemed unnecessary. It was deemed unnecessary for Setsuna. He's fast enough. Also, since you did not notice,
You know,
whatever-
screw it.
the thing Ryoma was fighting survived with less than 1,000 health.
Cool. I'm an idiot. Doesn't really matter though. Do you at least have...
He has effort.
You are worthless, Saji. Well, actually, you're not worthless because you can restore this to me.
Yeah. But remember, he will automatically recover some.
You're not worth more than the GN sword.
Yes, the Double Ariser should be more than capable of destroying this. Goodbye, Revive. Impossible! I won't accept this! So long as our bullets hit, doesn't matter whether you're human or invader. You'll still die all the same. I don't know how special you all thought you were. Yeah, just how special did you all think you actually were? That's a good question.
That was an instance of I was genuinely unsure as to whether you were finished there or not. Sometimes it's very obvious. Sometimes it's less so.
Yes.
Whether you finished or whether you're trying to decipher a word. On the whole, your translation does seem to be rather quick.
Decently. I think, at least.
So he's far faster than looking through a page of notes.
Oh, yes. Hot blood.
Just
Not going to
be-
love?
No, not gonna love this time.
Alright. As the Galazo is going to go Transam on you. You don't have anyone capable of cheering.
Did I not bring Sayaka out? I guess I didn't bring
You did
Sayaka
not.
out. I meant to.
I noticed that and I was figured, oh, it's because he's already got Basara out.
No, I just forgot.
Yes, your only healer is Basara.
Are we going to play and translate Neo? I have no idea. I mean, we might try it, but...
No clue. Well, we'll see.
I might download and try it, or,
Locate and try a
and try
copy
it.
of it. But, we'll see. I don't know. What one is Neo?
Neo is the oddball.
Ah.
Hence why I say, really, we'd have to see how it plays first.
Yeah.
Because we've seen the video.
We've seen some video of them, but...
That was close.
They're odd. Screaming for ribbons to save her.
1,000 points.
No! Ribbons!
Genetic twin.
Let's see. Because Ribbon's Allmark is nuts. This is your payment for screwing with people's lives and fates. I might not be in any position to say that, but even so. SR point acquired.
Handily.
Thelemius 2 is escaping the enemy's battleship!
Yay.
The enemy suicide bombers are targeting us! This is bad. This right, we won't be able to escape! Support fire? But where's it from? The immortal man, Patrick Golosaur, has arrived! Ha ha ha!
Ore Sanjo?
Look forward, Lieutenant Golosaur! They're still coming at you! Kitty Mannequin? Social being. Leave backing you up to us. Thanks. The fact that you've been deployed to the front lines again means the Federation really has changed. Sumragili Noriega. But his location? We've determined it. I'll send it to you now! Alright. So long as I have this. I can't approach their battleship like this.
Okay, hero.
Just blast a hole straight through. Hero? I'll back you up. Hurry. I'm sorry. But I'll be sure to make this work. All units! Wreck your ass fields! We're here to back ZEXIS up! I'll stay here, Captain! I'll defeat those innovator whatchamacallits along with the Gundams! I was thinking of having you protect me. Alright! Patrick Sir, we'll be sure to follow you right ahead! What an easy to understand man. So that's the rumored immortal man, huh? Kucho. I'm counting on you to save this world. All that's left is to leave things to Tierra. What on earth is he? Tierra's going to try and directly steal Veta back to us. In order for us to be able to use our trump card. Hi Veta, you look a bit different than last time we saw you. You've done well to come this far, Tyria Erd. The last time we met face to face like this was at that party at the HRL, wasn't it? Ribbons all mark. So your objective truly was to recover Veta. I'll have you return Veta to us. Even though you are an innovator, why would you turn against me? No. We aren't innovators. See. We are artificial creations that were designed in order to pave the way for the true innovators. We're nothing more than innovades. And if one of those innovades wound up actually evolving? What? I have transcended innovades and become a true innovator. How foolish of a... No, you're far too late. Looks like you advanced pretty far. I won't be able to kill you that easily, but... How dare you shift Julia's plans in order to try and rule humanity on your own?
I have the right to do so. After all, I'm the one who will transcend even the Innovators. That's wrong. Rock'n'Roddick? So even you will stand against me. That power that you have may be fit to be called an innovator. But even so, Julius Schoenberg's plan would never permit someone such as you to exist. And so that's the reason that the professors from the colony stole the Zero System. You were merely supposed to be an observer. How dare you! Tyria! Now's the time. I shall trust the final part of Julia's plan to you. Activate Code Chrono H! What is this? That his link has been suffered from me? Tyria, now's the time! Now.
Innovating eyes.
No! Let's see. Come on. What are you saying, Representative Elgin? Being slow to cope with situations outside of your expectations are proof of your unfitness to be a leader. After all, that code I gave was able to temporarily sever your link to Veda. And thanks to that, all of Veda's functions have been transferred over to Tyria now. Rock'n'Roddick, you monster! Don't even double tap, just 3 shots straight to the chest. Representative Elgin? Don't bother with me! Hurry, Tyria! Elgin! Tyria! Since it's come to this, I'll annihilate both of you! And then, from amidst these flames, the new world shall be reborn! A world controlled by me!
You're definitely stable.
SRW? Tyria? Trial system engaged. Seraphim! The trial field has been activated! You was able to do it? With this, we've taken control of all the units that have been linked to Veda. The suicide weapons have stopped moving! So Tyria did it? Exactly right. Tyria? Right now, my consciousness is completely linked to Veda. With Veda? I'm glad I'm an innovator. No, an innovade. It's precisely thanks to that I've been able to save everyone here. The server's been taking fire! Who's a high input beam weapon? That's... him. Him? The innovator who's transcended the innovators. So he's here? Ribbons all mark. How unfortunate, Tyria Erd. You can't use your final trump card, the trial field, anymore. With this, you've lost any method of stopping the Gagas. Even though we've come this far. Tyria, as long as those suicide weapons are directly linked to Veda, you should be able to manipulate them with it. It's pointless. I've already protected those the manipulation codes. Even so, I'll find it. In order to protect everyone. Tyria, link Veda to the Zero System. Wait a minute, Hero! It's impossible. If that much information winds up flowing through the Zero System at once, even your mind will. Hurry up and do it. Hero, I'm counting on you. Hero? What a foolish move. That's nothing more than a human attempting to be a god. That enormous amount of information will place an incredible amount of stress on your brain. There's no conceivable way that a human's mind could withstand it. Don't go and kill me off that easily. Hero? Zero System engaged. Code X1409EA Ray. Understood.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. The suicide weapons have retreated? That hero, he really won against the Zero System. What an impressive man. Now I understand it. So he's the sort of person who's out there at the heart of the galaxy, huh? Impossible! Something impossible like that is... I won't accept it. I won't accept these results! Ribbons. His identity itself is starting to crumble, huh? The moment I connected with that, I understood everything about Yulia's plan. And I knew it. Hero Yui. Just like Setsuna, you're the sort of human that Yulia longed for. Yulia Schoenberg? Right now I can talk about it. The full scope of his plan. Yulia Schoenberg's plan? Everything about it? Celestial Being's armed intervention was only supposed to be a decoy, an attempt to unite the entire world. Even if we were destroyed, so long as humanity was able to unite itself as one, our goal would have been completed. It was far too dangerous for humanity to try and head into a new age while still embroiled in the flames of war. Unless humanity was able to change, they would not be able to achieve that future. Someday, we'd be able to spread out and understand each other, and even enrich peace with different species. Although in order to do so, we'd have to overcome many different trials. In order to do that, we needed to understand each other. But the people who could stand at the head and focus all of it were those who could be proof of that change. The people who truly are innovators, Exactly right, Lieutenant Amuro. They're the people who could gather everyone's wills as one. A purebred, just like you. And that's Setsuna. And the system in order to guide him to that was the twin drive. Yes. The double O's real meaning was in order to hasten the awakening of an innovator. However, if an incomplete innovator was to emerge, rather than humanity advancing, it was possible they would be ruled over by despair. See? The true innovators that Yulia Schoenberg saw in his dreams were something that should have been created by the twin drive and Zero System put together. What? So the Zero System itself was a part of Yulia's plan too? That power to show the future, when linked with the quantum brainwave system Veta, it could open the door to infinite potential. And then, the Zero System was supposed to serve as a trial for anyone who would attempt to change into an innovator. Trial? Yes. For a true innovator, they needed the ability not to lose to anything, a strong mentality that could even win against the Zero System. After all, if someone with a weak heart that would lose to the Zero System would become an innovator, that could lead to a terrifying destruction. That negative emotion of theirs could spread across all humanity, and the entire world could be destroyed by the Zero System's nightmares. That's what I saw in the Zero System. That could get spread on the GM particles and spread off across the world? See, even if that didn't happen, if some people who were a part of the plan wound up using the Zero System for evil, there would be an unimaginable danger. And so the professors from the colonies wound up stealing away the perfected Zero System and took distance from Celestial Being. See? After all, with Yulia's plan as it is, the armed intervention could have led to difficulties for the colonies as well. So that's the reason that both the colonies and Celestial Being had their own separate Gundams. So our Gundams were supposed to exist as a counter to the ones in Yulia's plan. But as a result, the two Gundams that took separate paths wound up uniting and fighting together. And Setsuna and Hiro, piloting their own Gundams, wound up meeting and creating a future that Yulia desired. Rather than being those who don't give in to their hesitations, they're those who transcended it. Those who transcend hesitation. Strength. If it's you, the two of you should be able to destroy the bonds of the past and win back true freedom. So the Zero System and the Twin Drive are able to enhance each other's abilities. To think that Eolia Schoenberg man, he'd be able to see that far ahead. If that really is the case, I have to say he's pretty impressive. That's far too improbable. Ribbon Zalmark. Thank you, Seton FC. You should be thanking me, Seton FC. It's all thanks to me that you were able to obtain that power. Guiding me, saving me, and now you even... and to claim that you're a god in front of me? No, well, I don't intend to claim to be a god. I am a god! Do you really want to rule over humanity that much? After all, if there wasn't anyone to rule over them like that, humanity would continue to war and eventually be destroyed. I'm a savior to them! What King Peacecraft and Trace have done will eventually go to ruin. After all, in order to bring a true peace, I am necessary! You still haven't thrown away your thinking above everyone else. Unless you walk alongside humanity, you can't understand them. This is what's necessary for someone to rule. Not someone to walk alongside and understand them, but someone who can manipulate those insolent animals. After all, I'll crush even a purebred like you, obtain the Zero System for myself, and control Vajra once more. After all, once that happens, I truly will be immortal. Ribbons all mark. After I defeat you, all I have to do is defeat Islam and the Key of Destruction. Once that happens, I'll obtain all 5 billion citizens of Islam. That overwhelming power will be fine, all mine. So you still intend to keep those two worlds fighting? That's what's necessary. By making use of the system Grace O'Connor came up with, humanity will be united, and I shall be the one to rule over all of them and manage them. That ego of yours is twisting this entire world. That rebirth that you're talking about, I will destroy it. What pitiful resolve you have. But don't think you can win against this reborn's Gundam of mine. I'll have you hand them over to me. Both the original solar furnaces and the Zero System. Setsuna, I know. We'll go to Alleluia. Soma, we have a reason to fight. I think everyone here is the same. Even though our goals may have been the same, right now, we're all here for this one fight. And those feelings of ours will definitely reach out to the future. Future? That's right. After all, everyone desires tomorrow. Desires the future! After all, there's no way we can let those innovator bastards do what the hell they want with it. We've been fighting with many people's hopes riding on us. We'll change that all into strength. And fight for the sake of the future we want. In order to liberate humanity from the Innovators' rule. In order to create a future where no one will have to go through the same things as me and Soma. After all, well, destroying the Federation was my original goal. Now, I'll just shoot down the guy who was responsible for it from the start. We've changed. Unless you change, you can't face the future. Setsuna, you really have changed. You've gotten a lot stronger than you used to be. We'll put an end to this fight, Innovator. Presse, your body's... I'm fine. I don't know what on earth's going on. But all that pain I've been feeling completely disappeared. Cheryl, who was withering away due to the V-type disease. Holland, whose body was rapidly aging. And then Setsuna, whose body should have been undergoing cellular degeneration. Do you think the GM particles... Does this mean that the GM particles were even able to revive their bodies? Sumeragi, your orders? Captain Jeffrey. After all, your celestial being group's been founded for the sake of this day, weren't they? And you've been fighting all for this time. Yes. To all members of ZEXIS. At this point in time, we shall target the leader of the Innovators, Ribbon Zalmark. and defeat him. Miss Sumeragi, has this time's finally come, huh? To all of the people who've helped us this far, I issue my utmost thanks. And I express my regret at all those we have lost. You don't need to worry about thanking us since we've come this far, Miss Sumeragi. Of course! After all, well, we're all allies here. We live together and die together, aren't we? Those innovators who try and steal everyone's freedom, they're all our enemies! No, they're the enemies of all humanity. So we'll keep fighting with you, no matter if it costs us our lives. Thank you, everyone. If you're gonna give a bonus to your poor little rookie here, I'd be more than happy with it. What the hell are you saying at a time like this, miser? Even to the very end he's acting like that. Well, there's nothing to be done with it. We'll help you pay off that debt of yours. Anu, can the Ptolemies still fight? Yes. We do have a bit of damage from the automatons, but we're perfectly fine. Let's go, everyone. This is our final fight to change this world. We need to put an end to it. Yes. We'll liberate this world from the Innovators' control and change this world once more. Paying off my debt. Luis, Captain, Mary, Anu, Veta, Gundam. It's time to start our last mission! Reborn's Gundam, Ribbon's Hallmark, launching! Double O Riser, Setsuna Saisei, heading out! Destroy the Reborn's Gundam. Don't let Setsuna, Hiro, or Basara die. Long speech.
So, about that, Reborn's Gundam. Oh god.
Yeah. May I recommend Instinct?
That's what I was planning on doing.
Hiro Yui. Allow me to express my awe at the fact that you were able to survive even against that overflow of the Zero system. However, that system is something that is only fit to be used by my Gundam. You can't fully... Someone like you could never use the Zero. What? Someone like you who doesn't even try to look at the future. Someone like you who doesn't even try to see the future. Zero won't tell you anything. Are you saying that I don't have any right to see the future? A future is something that's the hope for tomorrow. Anyone who would try and twist that and distort it is the world's. My enemy. Target confirmed. Attack target. Ribbon Zalmark.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that Dragonar isn't in more things.
In order to protect this universe, I'll fight. Target. Target. Solar system, solar furnace equipped unit. Destroying. And there's still going to be at least one more boss. Hiro Yui, do you intend to deny peace? I'm not playing at being a god. I am a god.
Sure you are, Ribbons all marked.
Focus all firepower.
Yeah.
Reborns. Cannon mode and normal mode. Evasion successful. Moving on to next pattern.
Let's have you move off a bit now.
So why don't you check the Reborns?
That was the plan. Ultimate.
Genius. Ultimate. Guard. Ignore size. Will up. Will max. Will up bonus.
Double
action. Has energy recovery medium. And a Haro. Gion Buster Rifle.
Oh god!
Large scale Gion Beams Haber. Gion Fin Fang. Gion Cannon. Transam.
That was a lot larger of a range than I was expecting to see.
It's a Gion Fin Funnel all range attack.
No, you don't have that.
Have what? Act again?
Yeah, I don't think I actually have anyone with it right now.
You might have someone. Actually, no, probably not.
Someone on the Baldios?
No, doesn't look like it.
Someone on the God Sigma?
Yeah, I don't think you'll have anyone.
Yeah, no.
So for now, you just need to keep on advancing. That's it. It's quite a thing.
This is a map.
And you still have one more boss to deal with.
That's
The Queen of the Vajra is going to be showing up.
That said, this is taking significantly less time than I was expecting based on the intro cutscene.
It's been an hour and a half. But, I mean, we're pretty much at the end of the game. There are 3 stages left. So... I mean, there's only so many things they can do. Going to hide in a battleship? Going to have him cast Disturbance?
You know what? Yeah, is that this one or
One up.
this one? What
Oh,
is
no.
this one?
That's the one you were looking for.
Oh, Luca,
Told
you
you had
have a
someone.
point!
I told you had someone who could do it.
You actually have a point to your existence!
But just be careful you don't get Setsuna killed.
Oh, I'm not gonna get Setsuna killed. I mean, what? Ribbon's got 30,000 HP, right?
No.
Oh god, he has 70,000.
Yes, that's why.
Slightly more than anticipated.
He
Whatever.
had almost 100,000.
That's just a little more than anticipated.
Only a bit. Only a bit more than you'd thought. Poor Ptolemaeus. But it can keep on going. The Ptolemaeus is pretty good. You already have Instinct active right now.
Well, I mean, I can just,
Yeah. Jian Cannon versus Transam Riser Sword.
Ribbon's all mark. I'll put an end to all of this here. It's no use, Setsuna Saisei. Even if you no matter how much you may have awakened, you can't escape from my the palm of my hand. I'll transcend it. My way of life is something that only I and the Gundam will decide. That's my innovation. This world and I are changing. I won't accept that. Both your destiny and the fate of this world is something that I'll decide. And then when I defeat you, I'll become a true innovator. I won't hand it over to you. Our fight's for the future of this world. Ribbon's Allmark, the source of this world's distortions. I'll destroy you. Setsuna Saisei, carving out a future.
Innovating commences.
this should do an obscene amount of damage.
That it should. $36,000 damage. So it is. Your existence is a bother to this world. Taste the power of the Reborn's cannon.
It's just, who designs this crap?
Clearly whoever designed the Seraphim.
Oh, Vajra Queen now?
The fold wave. We've got a rapid fold wave reaction appearing.
What's happening?
It looks as if the Queen has finished her preparations.
The Queen? Don't tell me the Vajras.
That doesn't look creepy or disturbing at all.
Yep, no, definitely not.
I can feel it. I can feel it. This is the throne. This is the universe. I don't even need the little queen anymore. We've acquired everything.
What's with that giant thing? Is that the Vajra's queen? Listen to me, you pitiful insects. We have obtained the entire universe. That voice. Is Grace? Is she fused with the Vajra Queen? See? Even the protoculture are feared and looked up to their power. Feared their power, looked up to and even deified them as gods. And now, we have become one with the Vajra. So long as we have this power, we can even transcend the dimensions. What on earth is with you? After becoming Queen of the Vajra, do you think you've become Queen of the world? Exactly right. But you can't even imagine the way we've done this. What? She's implanted fold ports into her body in order to hack her dimensional network? What? That's the result of Grace's research that I was investigating. I think of fold quartz. You find that inside the Vajra's bodies too, right? The reason she was able to acquire the Vajra is because she was able to manipulate their network? Allow me to tell you this as praise for having investigated that far. Through using the power of these Vajra, I can manipulate the entire implant network across the galaxy in real time. A real-time manipulation of a galaxy-wide network? See. By making use of the implanted fold quartz as a core, there's no time lag in transmission. See. And through making use of the fold waves, the network can even transcend dimensions. So that's the way she was able to get in contact with the galaxy that was in another dimension. A system that can even connect across parallel worlds. Our plan is to have all humanity receive these implants and become one. What? Can you understand how glorious that is? When humanity truly becomes one, all wars will end and we will have perfect peace. Yes, that will be the world that Julius Schoenberg desired. But is that really right? Do you not believe in our power? No, what I'm doubting is what you call peace. See, if you're talking about a network, then the source of the main terminal of all of it would control everything. And then by focusing that you'd be able to be the one in charge of everything. So in other words, whoever's in the control of the terminal is able to dominate everyone's thoughts. So that's what she means by being Queen of the World. But wait a minute. Ed, if we just don't have those implants or whatever, she won't be able to manipulate us, right? I see. So that's why the Vajra are there. Anyone who would go against her will be killed, and those who accept it will survive. And in addition to being able to use fold quartz, they're able to create all sorts of weapons inside their bodies. By making use of their powers, she could force all humanity to receive these implants. And the main key to it was the only person capable of communicating with the Vajra. Ranka? Do you intend to refuse our dominion? Even though we're trying to push humanity to even greater heights. To think that you would refuse innovation like this. How foolish you all are. If you say that what you're doing is trying to save humanity, that's exactly right. After all, unification of all thoughts like this is necessary in order to become the perfect life form. Don't you understand? After all, you should understand it already, shouldn't you? After all, you've dealt with Wiseman, Zul, and even the Sword of Akasha. The gathering of all humanity's thoughts and dreams as one is the ultimate goal of all evolution. And through making use of the power of the Vajra, we shall carry it out ourselves. So is White Vajra the ones that are being manipulated by her? The Vajra who follow this new queen, show your strength! So she really is controlling the Vajra. Basara? Yeah! How foolish, Nikki Basara. Even your songs will do nothing against the ones that are being directly controlled by the Queen. What? Your existence has caused quite the headaches for me. I'll pay you back for that. What is that? I feel a bunch of people's gathered behind Grace. That woman's already become a mass consciousness of multiple people. Now, tremble before me. Before the power of someone such as me, who is a god who controls even fate. Go forth, my Vajra. My eyes, my ears, my arms and legs. And my strongest fangs. Learn of our strength. Ah! Sarah? Everyone, listen to my song! Sarah, you... Don't give up, Gamelin! Who's given up? Just you sing, ZEXIS, as long as you've still got life left. As long as we still have life? Yeah. That's the power of life, isn't it? Yeah! Neki Basara. Alto! Are you listening? Is that all your wings are for? I've kept you waiting, everyone. I rescued Ronka! Are you safe, Ronka? I'm fine. Alto rescued me. So you are still alive, little queen? But you are no longer necessary. This is bad. Did you crowd my pack? This is the end. Who's there? Pura? Thanks to the damage I received, I was able to break free of your control. Thank you, ZEXIS. You... How dare you turn against your master? Setsuna, use Transm at maximum output. We'll teach them the true form of what it means to have everyone's hearts united as one. Ah! What is this? The GM particles are spreading people's emotions with such enough say at their core? Ronka? Thank you. It's because you were there, Miss Cheryl. It's because you were there that I was able to fly. It's because you lent me your strength that Alto was able to fly too. And so... Cheryl. Alto. I didn't give up on Ronka. So... You come too, Cheryl. You... Both of you are my wings. Ronka. Alto. Sarah's song. His heart's being transmitted, isn't it? It isn't just Sarah. Everyone... Even the Vajra's feelings are being transferred. Ronka. Mr. Pereira! For a memoryless cyborg like me, my orders are everything. Carrying them out is proof that I exist. But when I heard your songs, something reawakened inside me, even though I was supposed to be nothing more than a combat machine. Now, sing, Ronka. Your sorrow, your anger, and all of your joy. Put all of your feelings into this song.
My love, my anger, and all my sorrow?
Sarah, Gainer, Tifa, Garrett, Chirko. Everyone's feelings are flowing together. Reuben Zalmark, this is what Yulia Schoenberg, no, what all of us desired. As if I would accept something like that. Vajra, destroy them! No! Open your eyes, everyone! Ronka, Imo, sing that Imo song! Huh? Lord Genome said it too! That song is the song of those Vajra's heart! The Vajra's hearts? After all, well, that Imo thing is something those Vajra agreed to sing out to the people they've ever met. Alright, Simone! Everyone, sing with me! Rekka! Yeah. If it's a song like that, even we can sing it, right? Yeah. For plenty of times we sung that, right? Everyone's hearts are as one. Leave the background music to me!
I'm now picturing everyone drunkenly singing. Everyone in the battleship shoulder to shoulder.
What's happening, Grace? Possible the Queen's protocols aren't working on them? Sarah's guitar and Ronka's songs together? The song is... Everyone's heart is one. Come on, Ozma, Kimlin! Don't you hold back! Keep on singing as your heart's directing you! Now you've said it, Basara. We'll sing. We'll sing as far as we can! Possible. Something impossible like that! You don't understand it. Someone like you won't understand it, will you? Amuro. Trying to forcibly rule over someone else won't end up in anything good. It's completely impossible. It's precisely when you are able to understand each other that people are truly able to ascend to the next stage. Now's the time, Alto! I'll back you up. Hurry back to the quarter! Understood. It's Alto has returned!
There we go.
We've prepared a new model of YF-29 for you. Oh, I think you should be able to make use of it now. Ranka! Cheryl! I do not know what he's saying. Something very kabuki here. But just as you feel, I'll fly as I do. Looks like he's grown up. And if it's come to this, looks like you might be graduating from your position into and joining our job. Please leave off it, you guys. After all, I'm still the guy who's stuck behind having to deal with everyone else. Throw everything we have into this fight. These Vajra aren't our enemy, but the one who's been manipulating them, Grace O'Connor and Ribbon Zalmark. All our soldiers who take pride in their wings, advance alongside us. Ranka, Cheryl, with our song. Everything's becoming one and spreading out. Alto, everyone, go along with our feelings. As the line is now playing. We'll do it! This song and our allies by our side. I think I can put out everything I've got. We're on fire here. The Galactic Fairy and the Dimensional Cinderella. And the legendary rock star. And ZEXIS all together. This is the power of life. No matter who we're fighting, we won't lose. There's nothing left for us to fear. All units, target the Queen's head. Head? Vajra's heart isn't in their head, but in their stomach. Vajra sing from their stomach. Understood. Simone, Johanna, Petro, now's the time to release your chains. And show off that power that once terrified Macross City. Activate the Judas system!
Try to show
I won't accept it! As if I'd accept it! Humanity needs a leader like me. That distortion will destroy it. You fools who cannot understand the greatness of the world we were putting together. We shall eliminate you. Grace, we'll stop you and put an end to all of this. Don't let Setsuna, Alto, or Basara die. Destroy the Reborn's Gundam and the Queen Vajra.
This
we
is
know how.
considered by many to be worse than the armor pack.
The YF-29 Durandal
Art, animation-wise, it's way better, but
has an S in space and S in sky.
it's
Has after
missing
damage.
one important thing.
Has 25mm machine
The
guns,
map attack.
the MDE beam cannons, beam gun pods, ISC maneuver. And just a note, oh, it can transform. Yeah, here it's got the assault knife added on, but still pretty much the same. Pinpoint barrier and shield.
So if you're wondering, looking at those attacks and thinking it's quite high, I have 100% upgraded this.
And also it doesn't have the reactionary weaponry.
Also, crit rates.
Crazy high.
Without adding the plus 10. Aw, I already moved you.
Yep, and you can't get over to...
First thing is, I hate ribbons.
You're just gonna try and crush
I
him
hate
here and now.
ribbons with a passion.
Just keep moving everyone towards the Vajra.
Sure. On a fun note, Grace O'Connor is not immune to Bizarre's songs.
Does that mean she'll retreat at 120?
No, she acts like a dimensional beast.
Ah.
On another note, Gaio isn't immune to her songs either. To its songs either.
Gaio's basically a giant dimensional beast.
Well, that is true. It's just the sheer idea of
The last boss being weak to songs. Yeah.
last boss takes damage from Bizarre's songs.
Vajra Swarm Attack.
Sadly, this will probably overwrite the music.
Yeah.
It may not, but
Yes, it overwrites the music.
oh well.
But we now have Lion available to play. Look at the glorious wings.
But I want to see what this thing does. This looks highly wrong to me. This sprite looks incredibly wrong to me.
The Vajra Queen?
Yeah.
Just because it's got, like, angel wings and a abnormally large lower body?
No. Because I'm used to seeing I'm used to,
Only seeing the upper part?
this tail not being curved.
Well, they needed some way of fitting it all on screen.
I mean, it clearly doesn't even like
Won't
this.
permit your existence! I am your queen. Follow my orders!
You couldn't hit the broadside of a battleship with that.
Now who's next?
Is that all she has?
No.
Vajra Swarm Attack, Beam Map Attack, and Beam. HP Recovery Medium, Energy Recovery Large, and an S in everything. Genius, Prevail Level 7, Guard.
69 kills.
I believe Rare should swap modes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's stronger. Not gonna cast Soul?
Go for it.
Per Stern, we have no more use of you! Disappear! I've taken back my reason for living. Things won't go as you like. As one of the survivors of the 117th Fleet, and as Rucka's brother, and as someone who lives in this world, I'll stop your desires!
Very small thing mentioned there that he didn't before. This is Ronka's brother.
Yeah.
Was? Is?
Is. I mean, he still is.
At least mostly.
I mean, he's a cyborg, but
How cyborg is he is the question.
no clue.
Since he lost the majority of his memories.
Well, I mean, clearly his head's been screwed with due to the hair clip implant thing.
How do you not understand? It's pointless to go against me! Just accept my rule already!
Sorry, no can do.
We hate doing things like that after all. Well, I'm surprised there are no cats in here. Ghost Judas System.
This one?
No, that's
That one.
reaction ramps. That is. Post movement, 2 to 5. Pierce barriers, ignore size.
So yeah, I'll be able to show that off next turn. Probably.
Gainer, you're pretty dead looking there.
Yeah, Gainer does look pretty dead.
He'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
He's just gotta retreat. He'll be right as rain next turn.
Yeah, I was thinking if you're gonna have Setsuna get the kill on Ribbons.
Just to be extra certain. It's not like she needs the SP anyway. Just to be, you know, 100% certain that this guy's gonna die. I don't think this hit will kill.
Don't think so. It'll be close.
Alright, you are definitely dead now. But, just to be certain...
Yeah, that one is Bless. So that's enough say, carving out the future.
He is the truest embodiment of a Newtype, despite not being a Newtype. Since Newtypes weren't supposed to be wonderful soldiers, that's just a byproduct.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a savior! This wasn't supposed to happen!
Would you not agree that he is probably the closest?
Especially since his final triumph, you know,
Haro.
his final triumph in Awakening of the Trailblazer is successful, peaceful contact with an alien civilization.
Everything just...
Something like this! Is he trying to flee? Return tomorrow. I'll put an end to this. Saisei. At the very least, I cannot lose to you! Ribbon Zalmark. That's right. If that hadn't happened, there would be no point in what I've done. No point in the fact that I exist. No. Tyriard. Humanity, it was never meant to be ruled, but to be walked alongside of. That's what we, the Innovators, were meant to do. Don't lump me in with the rest of you pathetic creatures! So you still to the very end intend to look down on everyone else. You truly can't understand anyone. I don't intend to! After all, I'm Ribbon Zalmark! I'll put an end to this. As if a simple human like you could! Set an Saisei, carving out the future! I...
Oh, phew.
Ribbon Zalmark has been confirmed destroyed! Is that it? For now, at least. The remaining Innovators have completely lost their commander and have returned back to their battleship. Now that their controller Ribbons is gone, they don't intend to fight, huh? And you... Lyle. Thank you, Soma Pierce. I haven't done anything worth being thanked. Even so, I wanted to say it to you. What a foolish man. Marina Ismail, are you somewhere out here in this space as well? I still don't understand the meaning of the peace you speak of, but even so, I'll keep fighting, in order to carve open a future with my own hands. Ribbon Zalmark, so that was the limits of what this man could do. Grace, with this there's no one left to protect you. Don't make me laugh. So long as I, the Queen, am around, I cannot fail! Feel free to face me, you foolish humans! I shall show you my power that has transcended your wildest dreams!
Just realizing, is this an actual...
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
The Battle Galaxy is just there.
I was just making sure there wasn't, you know...
Yeah. Just a note for you, since you can't hear anything. It's playing Daybreak Spell here.
Huh.
They decided that was a more fitting theme for the final fight.
Well, there's a reason for that. Because that's what they played. The final episode's theme was Daybreak Spell.
I mean, of course it was. And it's back to playing Lion here now. They're using Beam.
I think you might... It doesn't matter if Barra dies, right?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't count on it.
Just defend. Is this not what they've been using?
No, not that. When it started, not even when you started the fight.
Yeah.
It's just playing in the background.
Ah, I see the difference.
destroying a bunch of Vajra, but who cares? So
Certainly
long as the
not
queen is
her.
safe.
Without the shield,
I can't die until I defeat them. Quick save.
Alright.
Is this it? Prayer Stern, retreating.
Okay, I'm fine.
Just, you know,
Just had to be sure there.
Yeah.
Listen to my song!
Just
one
sort
of
a
Firebomber's
little-
songs is playing,
One of Firebomber songs.
but I'm not certain which one.
Can you give me a rough idea?
It's Dynamite Explosion. Or is it? Don't know.
You fully healed. Cool.
She healed 20%. Oops.
What do you mean? Oops.
That you can't cast Instinct.
Thank you, Basara. Your existence is... Listen to my song!
Wait a minute, Basara! They're trying to say something to you!
Since I've come this far, works are completely unnecessary. All that's left is to pound my heart into them. Grace, even you should understand that. I see. Things may be as you say. Let's go, Grace. Listen to my song!
I have that quick save in case things go pear-shaped, but...
Let's go, Cheryl Ronka. Listen to our songs!
How much damage?
18,000.
We have obtained everything! Everything!
Alright, just didn't get hit.
Great. Where's Alto?
Down. He's over here. He really suffers from not having Accelerate.
I was gonna say you could have Basara go and try and Dynamite Explosion him.
Yeah, because even without Hot Blood, Dynamite Explosion will still...
Yeah. You already have Flash applied.
Because that's part of it.
Yeah. Going to apply Soul?
I
Too late.
should've-
Sotome Alto. I should have killed you back when you rescued the little queen. Craze. But Cheryl and Rocka trusted you and sang together. Someone like you who tried to steal their dreams as wings, I'll never forgive you. Dreams as wings? That's right. It's what the power people have in order to live. What's so funny? It seems as if a small part inside of me does understand what you're saying. However, you cannot stop me anymore. I shall be the queen who rules this entire galaxy. Those ambitions of yours, their songs and I will be sure to stop you.
No clue what to say about it not showing up.
What the hell's with those sacrifices? What's with evolution?
And off he goes. With the Durandal's ISC.
Quad thermonuclear reactors.
Vajra. All that's left is to take care of Grace O'Connor. And then everything will be dealt with. And that will be nice.
Everything other than Insulam.
almost everything that's been a problem for us will be gone. Almost.
Oh, good, I did apply the right one there.
At least try and move over. Double solar sword. Double solar sword.
Oh, actually, I'm able to double solar sword.
Those Vajra. Vajra's coexistence. To think that unending dream of theirs would wind up coming out like this. A mechanical angel Aquarian. I remember seeing you in the Queen's memories. Prepare yourself, Grace. Let's see. We won't let you do as you like with the shine of this galaxy. After all, rocket and Cheryl songs are for the sake of everyone who loves them. I'll beat you down and put an end to all of this. After all, the Aquarian is a huge plot device all across the Z series, if not quite as much as, you know, Orgus.
Orcus just is the plot.
It's just that, you know, something about the Aquarian being important does. The 12,000 years, and becoming a pillar of the universe, things like that. Small things. Very small.
Come on, just gotta get you below.
Just gotta snap her low enough that she's below 100,000, right?
Yeah, that's my only goal for this turn. Yeah, thinking about it. Got that.
How unfortunate, Grace. How unfortunate, Grace. After all, the music that you wound up creating, I didn't hate it.
What high praise.
But if you're gonna use that sort of stuff as a tool of your ambition, the fact that you'd use something like that as a tool of your ambition, and then cut it off, I can't even imagine that. Is that due to your instinct as a wild beast? But this is the end of you. Someone like you who's trying to rule over humanity by force? As if we'd hand over our souls to you! There you go, you've dealt a good amount of damage. Super Final God Mars?
Yeah.
Not just Final God Mars, but Super Final.
If he has nothing to say, I'm going... That was a mistake.
Yeah, it's fine.
If he has nothing to say, I'm going to be incredibly surprised. I am very surprised.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing ever.
No, not the weirdest thing ever, but... Yeah, go ahead and cast Disturbance. You might die here, but it's worth it. Time to show it off.
The Ghost Judas system.
No idea what this will really look like.
Now's the time to release your chains! System Judas ready. They're moving... They aren't moving that fast, are they?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, hey, Luke is alive.
He dodged on a 77% chance.
Well done.
I did not expect you to survive that.
But we're mildly happy you did.
Mildly.
Very mildly. I mean, it wouldn't have been too much of a problem had you...
Of course, you have no dialogue. Why would you have dialogue?
Chirko doesn't talk to anyone.
He does very occasionally.
Not really. Chirko doesn't, you know, talk to them. They yell at Chirko, and Chirko just... Why can't you understand it? As humanity all becomes one, that will lead us to a new age. All you're doing is crushing someone else by force. After all... Well, do you think anyone would allow you to rule over humanity like that? Grace O'Connor. You're completely... What you desire is something completely different than the future of humanity. Or just line you have there.
There's a reason I have a line.
I know, but still. I find it amusing.
There's a reason I have just a straight up line. Oh hey, I actually can. I can't hit with anything else, but...
Really?
What?
You couldn't hit with anything else?
Yeah, because I took crit up.
Ah. But you are almost done with this stage. This long, long stage.
The longest night has only begun. No, really, it's almost over.
Yep.
I'm just gonna... Of course you attack him.
Reactionary weapon.
Go for it. Hey, you actually survived!
Wow.
Well, now you're dead.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm sorry! Skull 3, retreating!
Don't worry, Roger's on the field. It doesn't cost anything.
Everyone embrace each other! To the ends of the galaxy! Gira! Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. No hot blood?
Alright, hot blood. Go for the hot blood.
Not going to show off Ozma again?
Why not at least once? No dialogue. You don't have anything to yell at him. Her.
Nope. He has nothing to say to the person who kidnapped his sister.
He's too enthralled with singing.
Sure.
Yes, Mouse?
Hey, Mousy.
You're mewling particularly pathetically.
We have had a kitten acquire. We have had a cat appear.
He was on stream earlier.
Was he?
Yeah, I was holding him earlier.
I knew you were holding a cat, but I didn't think Mouse actually came in that far.
No, that was Mouse.
Hey, Mouse.
You can tell what I'm trying to do.
Settle contentedly. Well, you're trying to set up someone for the kill, but my guess is it would be...
Alto.
All you need to do is, I was going to say, why not make use of Amuro's mercy?
This won't deal 30,000 damage. It just won't. I probably will use Amuro's mercy since I forgot that he has it. Because how frequently do you actually use mercy?
Should move him a bit further away. You could still mercy and instinct again. Do you have anyone else with mercy?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, that ought to be enough.
That's easily enough with soul.
You can bless. But he can self-bless. You don't have anyone who can cheer.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you do now. Because Ptolemaeus. Do instinct just for safety's sake.
Just for full.
Wings that are dreams. That's my. I'll fly as I feel. With these new wings of mine. Go! Alto, show off your true skill. And get that dynamic kill for us.
I'm not sure how overkill this is going to be, but it better be overkill.
Transform back in. With both Cheryl and Ronka pushing him on. It's precisely because people are alone that they can love someone else!
Yeah, that's dynamic kill.
Yep.
That doubles the length of the attack. That was 20,000 overkill?
Pretty much. And he still went up 8 levels. Acquired Cheryl's disc, Ronka's disc, and the Firebomber disc. Why don't you understand? This is the ultimate form of humanity's evolution. What the hell is evolution? You're just sacrificing the Vajra for your own goals. Go, Alto. For our future. For our hopes. Alto, we're entrusting them all to you. That's... I see. So you're here to show me the way. Let's go! The State Sect! Since we were able to connect, I was able to understand it. No matter how far you may go, humans are alone. So that's why we... But even so, it's precisely because we're alone that we can love each other! This is the end! Wait a minute. Sarah? Are you intending to show pity to us? It's nothing like that. But since it's the end, I figured why not let us listen to their song? It's a good song. No, because it's the end, you should at least listen to their song here, don't you think? Good song, isn't it? Of course, it is. I'm the one who produced it, after all. Later, Grace. Sarah? The Queen folded out. Did the Vajra understand us? After listening to Ronka, Cheryl, and Basara's songs, it appears as though they've recognized humanity as a life form with its own unique styles and culture. At the same time, let's see. Through use of the foldways, the Vajra recognized Ronka as something similar to them, and the people who are trying to save her. After listening to Ronka's song once more, it seems as if they've decided to stop viewing humanity as enemies. This all the Vajra inside the solar system have disappeared. Later, Queen. Let's meet again someday. Is it over?
I wonder about that.
Why? I mean, we defeated the Innovators? We stopped the people behind the Vajra?
All that's left is to put an end to that. All that's left is to see what happens over there now.
Cheryl,
How are you doing?
I'm almost mysteriously good here. That pain that's been going through my head's completely gone. It feels almost like every cell in my body's been reborn. That's so. Mr. Pereira. Please, don't go away again.
Alright. Prera. I'll thank you, Alto. But you aren't fit for Ronka.
We're ending with that again?
It looks as if it will take some time for them to put an end to their squabbles.
It's fine. After all, we just need to leave that to Alto. I guess so. After all, we've got somewhere we need to head now.
Now that the battles on Earth have ended, there's only one thing left for us to fight. Mars. And Salam and the King of Destruction are waiting for us there.
2 stages left. Celestial being interior. But something very important first.
You've done well to come this far, ZEXIS.
Representative Elkin?
Even though we were finally able to meet again like this, I'm sorry, but I don't have much time left.
I'm so sorry, Representative. It's because you were covering for me that...
Don't bother with it. After all, with this I've carried out the final mission that was left to me, overseeing the end of the plan in Yulia's place.
Yulia? That Yulia Schimberg guy?
That's right. I'm an old friend of his. You could say we were compatriots.
Well, wait a minute. That Yulia Schimberg guy was... Didn't he live more than 200 years ago? Well, how old are you, old man?
I'm far older than even you could imagine. It's been a long time since I stopped counting, but I'm far over 300. I simply used the name of Elgin Roddick back when Leolia was still alive, and for this past couple of decades here.
Someone who's used multiple names and lived for an incredibly long time? Is something like that even possible? Are you an innovator?
No, an innovate? Ha! Not at all. The answer to everything is in my name. Name? Other than Elgin Roddick, I've used many names that have been recorded in many names as an observer of history, although very few of them have remained written down. But there is one other name I have that does have a very important meaning. That is, the Edel Barnard. What the? Although I am someone different from the Edel Bernard that you all know in Zooth.
One of those doppelgangers on a parallel world?
Is that what you're saying? Exactly right.
What's with that the Edel person or whatever?
I feel we've probably talked about it before, but he's a person that all the members of Zooth fought against back on the world we lived in.
For the sake of his own greed and desires, he wound up treating our world as an entire world as a playground and throwing the world into constant chaos.
A playground, I suppose that is a fitting phrase for what that man did.
Don't joke about it! Do you know how many people died because of what he did?
Don't tell me. The reason you lived so long is because you're the Edel?
Come to think of it, that guy also wound up using dimensional energy to have all sorts of crazy effects happen, didn't he?
Ha.
Let's see.
Although I haven't awakened to quite the level of power he did.
In other words, you're saying that there are a number of the Edel Bernards who exist on parallel worlds, but they each have their own abilities?
and powers? After all, the one that you all fought against was a particularly strong one even amongst us. All that I wound up acquiring with this name is a life that's slightly longer than other people, and the ability to realize and converse with parallel versions of myself. But how on earth do the people known as the Edelbernard actually acquire those powers? I suppose it's because... Let's see. I suppose that's because on some world, one of the Edels wound up coming into contact with that. That? Are you talking about that black history? Exactly right. So even Representative Elkin knows about that black history thing? So, what the hell is it? Let's see. That is, from the past to the future. A place where all knowledge has been acquired. You could think of it as a fragment of the eternal. I'll go with that for now, for Taikyoku. Yep. Important note that I'm going to have to deal with a lot more in Z3. Skim's talked about it some. Imes talked about it some. The first two words of the kanji of the final line there are something that are going to be coming up a lot more and more. It is written with exactly the same characters for Tai Chi, but it is not Tai Chi by any means, as in the emotional art with slow movements. It's more like everything. Like, there's some divine pillar of the universe, and this is just a fragment of that pillar which contains literally all of the universe crammed down into it. So, it's just a fragment of that divine everythingness.
Existence.
It's just trying to come up with a single word to describe all that. To anyone out there listening to us now, or watching a recording of this, if you have anything that would be a good way of describing that, please, go ahead and tell us, but... Everything? That's exactly what Gossikin was talking about. Yes, those who wind up getting their hands on it acquire limitless knowledge, but at the same time, they learn about the future of despair that awaits us. Future of despair? Yeah, everyone we know who's learned about the Black History said something like that. To all life forms surviving in this universe, there's an overwhelming disaster that is awaiting them. That disaster will wind up transcending even dimensions, involving all possible worlds and destroying absolutely everything. After all, I'm sure that all of you from Zuth wound up meeting with Dome on the moon and seeing a part of that, didn't you? Oh, wait a minute. That's... those battles we saw in the Dark History? Black History? So what Zone was talking... the truth that Zone was talking to us all about was something like that? In all likelihood, that building had something to do with one of the Edels one of the Edels had something to do with that construction. Roger. Let's see. It's also highly possible that the author of Metropolis, Gordon Rosewater, or who knew something to do with the Black History, is involved. The Black Knowledge and the Black History. Future of despair. But wait a minute! That Black History or whatever word's in our world too, isn't it? It's about things that you don't want to remember past that you've sealed away, right? Let's see. In Zuth's world. In Zuth's world, that was something that was still a fair ways yet to come. However, amidst these many parallel worlds, in some of them it's already past. It is nothing but a legend of the past. So the Black History has something to do with that never-ending cycle. And so people who learn about the Black Knowledge all know about that, huh? After all, and various stars, planets across this universe. It's been given form and is told. But it seems that amongst even those, what little Bernard has acquired is something special. After all, no matter who it was who originally acquired it, it's affected all of us across all worlds. So I guess that means that the little Bernard that we fought on our world was just trying to escape that despair. However, since I wound up learning about that future, I decided to try and create some way of avoiding it. And at that time, I wound up meeting Yulia, who was thinking about a new future for humanity to come. And you decided to cooperate with his plan? After all, humanity's revolution will lead to an incredible new power. So I decided to watch over his plan, and at the same time create a force that could stand up against the threats to come. So that's the reason you created ZEXIS? That's right. The sphere that I gave to the Axion Foundation was yet another of those means I had prepared. On a planet that overflows with dimensional power, the Earth, the sphere's activation rates are unusually high. So we were all gathered together in order to fight against some oncoming disaster? In addition, I think that it's unlikely to be far off. Wiseman said something like that too. After all, on various worlds and at various times, people like me and Wiseman wind up showing up in order to test them. That king of destruction you all think of was also a being who was created to stand against it. What? So the reason that he was creating dimensional beasts to serve an army for him was in order to deal with that calamity, huh? Representative. Are those Bella guys a part of this calamity thing? And when on earth are they going to come? Where from and what's gonna happen? So is that cave destruction guy supposed to be on our side? What should we do? This is the only thing that I can tell you all. Don't you lose, ZEXIS. Keep on looking towards the future and living on. Yes. Just like Setsunus FC has begun innovating. Please tell me, Ogunrodik, since I've become an innovator, how should I live? Setsuna, that's something that only you can decide. It's exactly as Amuro Ray says. After all, you are now the first innovator. And just like him, the people who shall stand at the head as humanity advances to the next stage is all of you, ZEXIS. I believe in the future that you'll make. Hey, wait a minute. Get a hold of yourself, Representative. Open your eyes. There's still plenty of things we need to hear from you. I think he's already fought more than enough. Let us allow him to rest. Yeah. Rest in peace, accursed wanderer. Elgin Roddick. We may never know the weight of the mission which he undertook. However, we can swear here that we shall definitely fulfill the goal of ZEXIS that he set out. And then we will know. And then we know that enemies will appear before us. Islam, the King of Destruction. Looks like the final battle's almost here. Yan Yan specialty tuna buns acquired.
Okay.
So, that's very long for a single stage, and all the rest will likely be the same. So we're probably going to put a stop to this here. With luck, tomorrow we'll get through one stage, and then Friday we'll get through one stage, and we'll have a perfect end of the week, end of the game.
Just gonna quickly do this.
So, I truly hope that all of you have been enjoying this, as we get very close to the end of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. Please do remember to vote on what you think we should do next, if we should continue on to Z3-1, or go back and see the canon ending of this. I don't think there's too much you really need to know other than the fact that in the canon ending, Lelouch becomes Emperor of Britannia and is supposedly killed by Suzaku. So he's not supposed to exist in this world anymore, officially. That's about it. So, I hope you all have been enjoying this. Have a nice day, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you.